Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today the market closed with a mild positive bias. Nifty ended around the 25,935 zone, gaining slightly, and the important thing to notice is that underlying sentiment stayed stable throughout the session. See, volatility cooled off a bit with India VIX falling noticeably, and when volatility drops like this, it usually signals that the traders are not expecting a sudden aggressive directional move in the immediate session. So institutional activity also supported the market. FIIs were the marginal buyers while DIIs continued the strong buying. Now this tells us that the domestic money is still supporting dips, which keeps the downside relatively protected unless a major trigger appears. Looking at the global cues, the setup is broadly neutral to positive. See, US markets closed mixed but stable, and there's no major risk of sentiment visible globally. That means the overnight sentiment is unlikely to create panic pressure on our markets right now. So now let's come to the most important part, that's the options data. We are seeing a heavy call open interest around the 25,950 and 26,000 strikes, which clearly creates a resistance band overhead. On the downside, strong put positions are placed near 25,900 and 25,850, forming a soft support cushion. So this positioning effectively boxes the index into a range. Now the put call ratio is sitting slightly above 1, indicating the mildly bullish sentiment but not extreme optimism. At the same time, the both call and put sides saw some unwinding, so which was a lack of aggressive conviction from the market participants. Another important observation is that max pain is near the 25,900 level and the spot is very close to it right now. This typically acts like a gravity zone where the index tends to hover, especially when the volatility is low and positioning is balanced. So technically as well, the structure supports this view. Price is still trading above the key moving averages, so the broader trend remains intact. However, momentum indicators show some cooling near the resistance, suggesting consolidation rather than immediate expansion. So putting everything together, options positioning and technical structure. See, here's the practical outlook. Highest probability scenario for tomorrow can be a range bound session with a mild bullish tilt. So the key levels to watch for tomorrow can be the support remains around 25,900 followed by 25,850. Resistance sits near 26,000 and then 26,050. If the index sustains above the 26,000 zone with strong participation, we could see a breakout extension towards higher levels. And similarly, on the downside, a break below 25,850 could trigger some weakness. So guys, as always, this is the market analysis for educational purposes only, not any sort of trading advice. Manage your risk properly, follow your setup and trade responsibly. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for such daily market insights.